These indeed are unprecedented times that we live in. Unprecedented for the United States. Some of these ills and problems have visited other countries, but never the United States. We are in a place that would take me a great deal of time to give you the background, and basically I feel like I would be repeating a lot of the things we've covered before on these other 7 or 8 lectures, but let me just reference them, and I'll gloss over them quickly because I simply, in an hour and a half, don't have time to cover each of those independently. On my website are videos and some blogs on the subject of monetary and fiscal policy have reached a dead end and the recession continues. I did that a year and a half ago, and it could not be more applicable again today. We have reached a dead end on monetary and fiscal policy, and the recession is back. That's one. Another one I did about 18 months ago, sovereign debt is the new subprime. I got a lot of raised eyebrows by being a year and a half ahead of the game on that. Then I did another one about March last year regarding the euro problem, and it's called On the Ratio of Rich to Poor Uncles. And basically what they're trying to do, and they've been trying to do for a year and a half, is to identify the poor uncles who need help from the rich uncles within the family, and their ability to do it depended on the ratio of who was contributing and who was draining the funds. Well, we're now down to one country contributing, so it's not going to last very long. It might even be over. I had to check the headlines before I came up here tonight because it might already be over. But they're down to only one rich uncle and all the rest are poor. And the whole issue was the ratio of the two. They started out with Greece being the only poor one. So that one I'd like to remind you of. I did another one last summer, which is fresh on my mind because it's unfolding every day. I did it last July, the third or fourth week in July. It's called The Anatomy of a Financial Meltdown. And the financial meltdown has to do with when a government goes down. The commercial banks hold the government debt, in particular in Europe. 25% of the balance sheet of the commercial banks are sovereign debt. So you're going to have to take write-downs on 25% of your portfolio, and maybe they have effectively real capital of maybe 5%, maybe 8% at most. So basically they're all insolvent. So you go through this dynamic process of meltdown, which we've been seeing for the last 2 or 3 weeks, which unfortunately by contagion is coming over here. The bank stocks there and here are all nosediving in recognition of the fact that one of your major asset categories goes in the tank, so does the capital of the bank go in the tank. So all those are unfolding, and I'm just kind of, what's the word, glossing over them. I'll get back to them as I speak.